Hi, I'm Gail. I'm 81 years old and I live in Northern California. My first experience with hearing aids was about 6 years ago when I bought my first pair of ReSound hearing aids. I discovered I was having hearing loss when I couldn't hear my granddaughter, couldn't understand her little tiny voice. And also I was taking bridge lessons in a class, and I was having difficulty hearing the teacher and understanding. She was saying something funny and everybody else was laughing and I missed the whole thing. So I started researching and started looking online, and I found a discount hearing aid seller, and I bought the ReSound hearing aids, and I was happy with them for a few years, even though the charge didn't last through the whole day. If I got up at 8 and you put the hearing aids in, by dinner time they were dead. So that was not I was not happy with that. So, but then the last couple years, they were difficult to keep connected. So I got very frustrated with that and decided that it was time to buy a new pair of hearing aids. And I think 6 years is about the life expectancy of hearing aids anyway. So I started shopping again, and I found Zip Hearing online. They had a whole bunch of different brands. I had been recommended to buy Oticon. They said that this was, the best brand and the most best clarity, and they were using AI, and I thought that was great, so I would get that. And I was quoted around $7,300 for those, and I was determined not to pay $7,300. Even though she said, oh, you won't, it was a new version, and she said, you won't find these anywhere else because they're brand new. So taking that as a challenge, I went home and I immediately found Zip Hearing and contacted them, and their price for the same pair of hearing aids that I had been quoted $7,300 for, their price was $4,595 or something like that. So I made an appointment to see the local audiologist through Zip Hearing, and he recommended another brand, and he said he was happy to order ReSound for me, not ReSound but Oticon, and but he would strongly recommend Widex because in all of his years he had fewer problems and fewer complaints with Widex. So I accepted his recommendation. I'm happy I did. They've been great. I've been wearing them for about 2 months, and the clarity is great, and they charge really fast, and they hold the charge. I think they hold the charge for like 24 hours, and they're really small. They're really easy to wear, and they have different colors, and they're really. I chose this color because it's the closest to my gray hair, and they're really easy to wear, and they're very, the clarity is really good. I was really delighted with Zip Hearing because they were very responsive to my calls. I think I spoke with Grant, and I think I spoke with Jeff, and they were very lovely gentlemen. And the audiologist was really very nice. And when I first got the hearing aids, they were quite loud. My hearing loss is not really severe, it's very moderate. So they came when they were new, they were really loud. So I went back a couple times for adjustments, and the last adjustment was just perfect. So it's adjusted down to where I'm comfortable, but if I'm in a situation where I need more volume, then they adjust in the back of each hearing aid. One side adjusts higher and the other side adjusts lower. And then there's also the app that is really interesting because it's got a lot of adjustments, a lot of options. I don't need them all, but they're great. It's great that they're there. And so it's really lovely to be able to adjust them on my phone anytime. And actually this pair as opposed to resound. This, I can turn them off completely, where resound, you couldn't turn them off. You could turn them down, but you could never turn them off. These turn off completely, which I think is really handy because sometimes things are really too loud. So I've been really happy with the hearing aids. They work well, they charge well, they last a long time. They really help me hear in groups, in crowds, and individually, and when I'm watching television. I'm happy with the service that I got. The audiologist here is great. I made an appointment online, and it was for I don't know, a week or a week and a half in the future, and he called me and said, I have an opening today, or I can see you tomorrow. So he was right on top of it and offered me the option of coming in earlier. So that was great, and I've been really happy with Zip Hearing. They were very responsive to my calls. So all around, it was a very, very pleasant experience, and I'm really happy with the service that I got. I'm happy with the Zip Hearing, and I'm happy with the hearing aids. I don't have any complaints. So I strongly recommend Zip Hearing because I think the discount was around $2,700 from the retail price that you would get through an outside audiologist. So I think that it's excellent option.